At community medical centers, we take pride knowing that we're ready for the next emergency. My name is Aaron Dwoskin, and I'm the Emergency Manager for Community Medical Centers. This video is for members of the Hospital Incident Management Team, or others that will use Hospital Incident Command System known as HICS. In this video, we will cover how the Hospital Incident Management Team uses the Planning P process to develop long-term strategic planning for incident response and recovery. The Hospital Incident Command System, or HICS, is based off of the principles from the Incident Command System, or ICS, which is in use by government and other large organizations. HICS, however, is adapted for hospital and healthcare use. HICS is scalable and provides structure and accountability in incident response and recovery from disasters, emergencies, or pre-planned events. The system is scalable, meaning that we can activate positions as needed to cover mission essential functions for our response, from one person, which would include the incident commander, to 76 people or more, all dependent on incident needs. The Planning P, as seen here, is a structure that allows us to slow down and be deliberate about our decision making during an event. The process, through a series of meetings, briefings, and periods of time, reinforces a strategic management model of management by objective. The practice of management by objective is that leadership sets the overall objectives and the staff develops solutions or tactics to address those objectives or problems. The plan, once developed, is called an incident action plan. It is the executionable document to an incident. The Planning P is activated when an incident occurs, whether pre-planned, an incident with warning like a pandemic, or a no-notice event like an earthquake or fire.
Some breaking news here at noon. There's a fire at NYU's Langone Medical Center. It's believed this is a building under construction. This is on the east side. Right now, there are no injuries reported. We do have a crew on the way, and we will bring you more beginning at CBS 2 News at 5 this afternoon.
Once the incident occurs, we start the response in the leg of the Planning P, known as the initial response. This is what response teams are trained to do automatically. For example, if there's a fire, the code red response team responds to the fire, dispatch calls the fire department, and staff move to protect patients and visitors from smoke and flames. In a basic sense, the initial response includes the awareness level of an event, notification to staff and leadership that an event has occurred, and in turn, a situational briefing is conducted, officially being made on the form of a HICS 201 incident briefing form. This briefing form allows for the on-site leadership, such as the house supervisor, to brief the administrator on duty, or AOD, of an expanding incident, allowing for a seamless or more effective transfer of command. At this point, the incident commander, at either the house supervisor level or at the AOD level, would activate the hospital command center and the hospital incident management team. This initial response will continue until the operational period has been defined and the incident action plan has been created through this Planning P process. Initially, when the incident commander, such as the AOD, arrives on scene, a determination needs to be made if we establish a unified command with outside agencies. In our example of a fire, we would likely establish a unified command with the fire department leadership, allowing cross-coordination between our two interests of hospital operations and firefighting operations. From here, the incident commander or unified commanders would set operational incident objectives. This would be done between the planning section chief and the incident commander. Most of our incident objectives have been pre-developed, which can be found in EICS and within our Incident Management Handbook, or IMH. The next phase of the Planning P is the Command and General Staff meeting. In this meeting, as the name suggests, is for the Command and General Staff, which includes all section chiefs and all command staff. At this point, an overall situation briefing is conducted, and the incident objectives are shared with the team. Any additional items from the incident commander, such as guidance, will be shared at this meeting, and is designed to get everyone on the same page. A meeting schedule will also be set or shared during this briefing by the planning section chief, so everyone is aware of expected timeframes. The next phase of the Planning P is really more of a period of time versus a meeting or briefing. This is the brainstorming time for the operations section, the doers of the incident. During this time, the operations section should be developing a set of tactics that align to the incident level objectives and be prepared to share them at the tactics meeting. At the tactics meeting in the next phase, the tactics that were developed by the operations section are shared with others, including the planning section chief, logistics, finance, safety, and others that may need to provide input on the tactics. The incident commander will not be at this meeting, as it's a working meeting to develop final tactics that will be briefed during the planning meeting. All tactics should have assigned resources, which include people and equipment as needed. It's important that all developed tactics align to the incident commander's incident objectives. In the next phase, the work begins in preparation for the planning meeting. All tactics are documented, resources are looked at for feasibility, and possible financial impacts are understood. All tactics should be placed on the HICS 204 form, which is the work assignment form. In the planning meeting, the incident commander will receive a briefing on the plan that has been developed by the team. This is the first time the incident commander will be seeing or hearing about the proposed tactics, but all tactics will have been vetted by the team internally before the planning meeting. The planning section chief will poll all command and general staff to ensure everyone supports the plan. The end result of this meeting is the incident commander's tacit approval of the plan. In the next phase, the planning section is busy building the physical incident action plan, based off of the HICS 202, or incident objectives that the incident commander has set, the HICS 203, or Hospital Incident Management Team Organizational Chart, the HICS 204s that the operations section has developed, and the HICS 215A that the safety officer provides to ensure that patients, staff, and visitors remain safe with the approved tactics. In the final phase of the planning P, and once the incident action plan or IAP has been signed and approved by the incident commander, the operations section conducts the operations briefing for key leaders in the operations section. This is typically referred to as the parking lot briefing and is never held in the hospital command center. At the end of the operations briefing, a new operational period begins. Once the operational period begins, the incident commander, operations, and planning all assess the progress being made within the operation. At this point, the planning P process is started again, with a review or update of incident objectives to consider changing conditions of either improving or worsening incident response. Following this planning P process allows for the hospital incident management team to have a standardized way of responding to incidents or events at one of our facilities. It ensures that we manage by objective, are accountable for our actions and decisions, and clearly delineate responsibilities within the hospital command center environment. I hope this video helped to guide you through the use of the planning P. If you'd like to learn more about other areas of emergency management or the use of HICS, our new incident management tool, please see some of our other help videos. For now, this is Aaron Dwoskin reminding you to stay ready.